Namaste, beloveds. I don't have anything to share right now. If anybody want to talk to me, you can talk.
Namaste ji. Yeah, just come in front of you and like need help to get more in this meeting. So that I just want to come.
Let us use this opportunity to explore something fundamental where I think everybody will get something out of it also. No? Let's say you are just sitting right now here, listening to me, because you came to join this meeting, this satsang, where you will listen when you feel, and you will talk also when you feel. No? Right now you are not feeling like talking, you are just listening. No? So are you getting maximum right now from this meeting? Actually, yes. But it is as if there is something inside us which is working continuously. No, there is something which is kind of trying to progress inside us, which is not sitting right now. Like which is not talking also because it is not clear what I should talk. But it is also not listening because it is trying to preparing to talk also, like a self-analysis or internal introspection going on also. No, so this as part of ourselves where we are trying to improve, we are trying to sense, where we are trying to feel that what I want to get out of this meeting. Like that clarity is not there in that. That shall I talk or shall I listen? To be as simple as this, no? Now, that aspect cannot really be attended or should be attended right now so much, unless we are in a conversation, no? Because that aspect is what we can call the resolved, unresolved, understandings of the mind, no? Our understanding about ourselves, about everything also, no? So, I would say that you can choose to listen until you are clear that I want to talk or discuss. No? This is the way to get maximum from this meeting. No? Yes. What is listening? In this case, listening simply means that something is being shared. I am sharing something, which is not just a mental or conceptual understanding of something, but it is being lived also. We are living this truth also, which is being shared right now, and also we are present also here. No? We are present in the in the state of our presence, in the state of our being also. So, by listening, you will connect to this, and through this listening, you will connect to your being state. You will come back to your being state also in a way. No? And then it will feel that, and some understanding will be resolved also through this listening, but not through effort, like only one effort that you are doing in this case right now is that you are listening. You are not trying to understand. You are not listening to understand. You are listening to listen only. No, listening to understand is where we have a possibility of conversation. No, so if you are listening to listen, be clear about it and enjoy. No? And this listening to listen will work, no? On you, And then you will feel that, no, I want to listen to understand also. And it will switch also in between, I feel. Sometime like this, sometime like this. No? So just sense when is the time to talk, then talk. And sense when is the time to listen, and then listen. No? This is, I think, the best way to walk together continuously. No? Or not. Are you able to connect to this, what I shared?
Yes, Ji, I connect and I just listening you listen. Just
Yeah.
yes.
Like when there's a guiding, let's say happening, some meditation guiding happening, that time obviously it is very clear that let us join that guiding. That is not the time to think or to analyze, internally analyzing or trying to understand. No? There is nothing there to understand almost, but everything is there to follow immediately upon listening internally. No? Like this. So that is a separate thing. But generally, when the sharing is happening, we have only two options, no, like this. Either listen or discuss or talk, like, talk and discuss, like this. Like talk and listen or only listen. Yeah. So I think it's very good. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Now I joined you like this way. So thank you.
Yeah. Uh, our bondage actually primarily would be in confusion, some kind of confusion. No? So by removing that confusion and bringing the clarity of our understanding on that subject will make us more comfortable and relaxed, like this. So at the mind level, clarity brings stability, and at the mind level, stability enables us to be more clear also. No? Like it is a beautiful circle of improvement. No? But at the mind level, there will never be a time, generally speaking, where we can be so crystal clear that we feel that no improvement is necessary. No, we will know that probably if it is not understood immediately right now, then it will be known. No? But in meditation, in just sitting, we are not trying to improve upon mind. We are not trying to make it more clear or more stable. We are just dropping out of it into ourselves, where this mind state is going to be exactly as it was when we dropped out of meditation, out of it into meditation, into our own being, no? Where in our being we are tasting our own truth. This truth is not progressing. Our self is not progressing. No? So when we are in this guiding, and also when you have chosen to listen, that can enable you to drop into yourself, into that self, into that being, which is not progressing. No? Somehow it has to be seen by us, as the sooner the better, that we are made of two aspects, one which is progressing and one which is not. What we call jeev or atma, no? That atma is not progressing, who we are, who is living in the body mind. This body mind and together, it's an alive thing. Body mind is an alive thing. No? Alive means the consciousness is there. No? So this consciousness and body mind together is what is progressing. And it is going to progress. It's not that it's going to be like, okay, end of progress now. It can progress as much as we want. But who we are, who is living in it, and also who is living as it also many times when we don't remember who we are, when we have almost forgotten who we are, that time, no, we get too much involved with it also in a way. No? So for the betterment of the changeful aspect? No. For the let's say, for achieving the higher possibilities of the progressing aspect. The understanding of removing the non-essential is useful. No? For living and knowing the changeless aspect, that non-progressing aspect, meditation, dhyan and satsang is useful. No? Just sitting and doing, not doing part is useful for discovering and living the being aspect, the non-progressing aspect of ourselves. No? Doing is improving our doing, let's say, is for the progressing aspect, where removing the non-essential fundamentally is the work that we are doing. You know? Is it fine if we explore this a little bit? What is this non-essential thing? No? Oh, thank you. This morning only, I think we were talking, that I was talking with Madhvi, that let's say our physical body has protein, fat and carbohydrate. Let's say even if it has too much protein, no, then also it will become it will impose a sense of sickness in the body. No? Rather than giving strength to the body, it will start taking energy from the body to maintain itself. No? And same for fat and carbohydrates also. No? So there is a very fine balance required for a body to be declared healthy body. No? And what about the other layers of ourselves? Like about the other layers, it feels as if since our childhood we have been absorbing continuously, absorbing thoughts, understandings, and feeling, like absorbing, but never refreshing it. And there are many things now, many understandings and many energies which have served their purpose, so they are dead in a way. Life is not supporting them anymore. The source of life is not supporting them anymore because they are not useful for us. That their time is gone. But they are still living in us. How? What is the source? What is the source of life for them? We are the source of life for them that time. We are giving them life. By not seeing clearly that it is not useful anymore. So now it is a double trouble. It is not giving us anything at all. It is not enabling us to live the life. Life means this day, today. No? And it is also taking our aliveness away from us. And most of our aliveness is taken away from us by the non-essential which is present inside us, which is not participating or enabling us in any way to live the present. No? The life, actual life, present and future. No? Actual life. No? So non-essential basically means developing a sense, a attitude, a eye to see that are these understandings helping me? Are these energy? Like if we, what I call Prabhata Shuddhi, like a morning, we should start always with kind of a internal purification, which is not essentially energy only, which is not essentially just holistic stretching only, but it is also sitting quietly and observing in a way our life in general in the morning before starting our day, how it has been yesterday, how I'm feeling today, and how I would like my day to be today also. And a lot of improvement will happen automatically here, Because as soon as the consciousness of or awareness of the being that we are comes on these aspects, we are able to see that how much non-essential is just there and it is not giving me anything. No? And somehow that starts falling away. Because unknowingly we are feeding it. Unknowingly we are giving it life. Knowingly we stop giving life to it. Because as soon as we see it is non-essential, we have stopped giving life to it. Now whatever life is there in it, it will live, so it will not disappear immediately. Let us also remember this. But it will very soon disappear forever. No? So this is that understanding of how we can get maximum from our progressing aspect. And this can be elaborated as much as we want, in the detailing of it. But essentially, this is how we can get maximum from the progressing aspect, removing the non-essential. Non-essential is that which is not serving any purpose right now, but it is sucking our electricity. It is living on our electricity, our life energy, like this. That life energy, which when totally free, for some time only, when we are just sitting, can fill our heart with joy, can enable us to discover who we are so naturally. So thank you, beloveds, for listening. Thank you. Anna, you want to talk?
Thank you, G. When you gave the invitation that if anyone wants to speak to me, I said, this is such a precious invitation, I must respond. And at the time, I had no idea what I wanted to speak. I just wanted to respond to your generous and very precious invitation. While you were speaking to just now, I wanted to add something to that because it's just arising in me that I have deep gratitude, G, for it's like you have put a permanent smile in my heart, and there is no words that can describe the joy and the gratitude I feel for that. Thank you so much.
Thank you. It's very, very beautiful. Anna, I'm feeling inspired to speak like this right now. That this kind of examples are given in the spirituality. That there is somebody who want to get water from the ground and digging a hole, and then 4 feet digging a hole, and then not finding water, and then leaving it, then digging another hole, another place in the same ground, 5 feet, not getting water, then another hole, and then the ground is full of holes, but no water. So there is a importance of resolving our effort also into, into more centered and what I call a stable and clear way, so that our effort brings maximum results. In one sense, sitting silently and doing nothing is like digging into our own being. Like penetrating through all of the layers of our own body and body mind, into that water, that source of water, source of life, in one sense also. So it's kind of very important to not go haywire like this, like that the word that is coming is appropriateness, because many times we are spending so much time on things which are not giving us anything, and we are not spending time on those things which are giving us something. This is where clarity and a kind of a centeredness helps a lot. Like that's what I mean by resolving ourselves more. Like it is as if all the path that we see in life are not really path for us. No? One of them is only for us. No? But how to know which path is for me? It's just an analogy. I'm not literally talking about some path. I mean, I'm talking about the time when we feel confused that which one to choose. And we think that by exploring the path, exploring the options, we can know which one to choose. No, we cannot. That's the little strange part of it. And we are spending so much time in exploring the options or the path. But if we can spend even 5% of energy in exploring or checking our own heart, what do I want out of one and all path, one and all options? It will start becoming clear to us already. Intuitively, we will know what is my path. Because path is not something literally, physically somewhere. We are being guided by the source from which we have come out as an individual. By connecting to our deepest desire, by connecting to our own clarity which is in our heart, we are connecting back to the source. We will start getting guided, that guidance from within. And we are hanging out into the mind too much, and where we have a sense of options and sense of choice also. No, too much. No? Like this. So thank you, Anna. Very nice talking to you. What I'm trying to say in one sense is that maybe for some of you it is possible to wake up right now. And maybe for some of you it is not possible to wake up right now. But does it mean that those who cannot wake up right now cannot achieve anything right now? Does it mean that? No. They can still achieve so much more and can be so much more happy and peaceful and joyful right now. No? That sense of struggle will not be there at all. Like, I invite all of you right now to one simple thing. You want to wake up, like let's use some words. Like you want to achieve enlightenment, awakening, liberation, freedom, no? Any of these things if you want. There has to be some reason behind it, no? Why? Why basically means that there is some sense of lack inside. Like either something is bothering us, that some kind of uneasiness is there, some kind of disturbance is there, some kind of suffering is there, sadness is there, something. Or like so either presence of something negative or a sense of absence of something positive or something beautiful. There has to be something which we are trying to cover, resolve, complete through it or not. What is that? If if you can look with me right now. Look means simply look. Do not understand. There is no need to understand. No, it is you who is feeling it. No? So there is no need to use the mind in the sense of there is no need to bring that external mind. Just your internal wisdom. Use your internal wisdom to check that why I want to get enlightened, or there could be some other possible, desire, fundamental desire that I want to be joyful. No, I want to be peaceful. I want to just live my life fully. No, so all these desires are always connecting to something opposite of it. What is the opposite of it? Because it has to be inside us right now. And if we can right now allow ourselves to just feel that, live that consciously, which we can actually right now. Together we are so powerful you cannot imagine. We are fully capable of doing this right now. So allow yourself, if possible, that there could be some of you who don't want anything right now, let's say. You are just supremely happy the way it is flowing in this moment. But if there is anything that is missing, like you also said, Prachi, that I want to get maximum. Maximum for what? What do you want to achieve? You want to get maximum from this satsang. For what? Let us allow ourselves. And this is, by the way, is the most simple and direct way of awakening that we are practicing right now. No? We are walking on this path of awakening right now when we are allowing ourselves to expose our deepest desire, which is basically what we want to achieve, like something that we want to achieve inside our heart, which we are feeling is missing, or something we want to remove from our heart, our being, which we feel is accessibly there. A sense of suffering, a sense of disturbance or something. For which we want enlightenment, awakening, or anything. Because in this model of I want awakening, I want peace, I want enlightenment, we are kind of looking out. But that's not how we can become enlightened. To get enlightened, we need to look in, not out. Where to look? How to turn ourselves towards ourselves. We cannot turn ourselves towards ourselves. There is no way to turn our attention towards ourselves directly. This is one of the most simple, direct way. Which is not direct, obviously. It is indirect. Indirect means we are going to use the deepest desire as a mirror. So let us use our deepest desire right now as a mirror. That what I want to solve by knowing myself, by becoming free, by waking up to who I am. No? So we are not saying that let us give up the desire that I want to get I want enlightenment or awakening or complete freedom or uh, bliss. We are just trying to trace back that why I want it. Because there has to be a why in our heart, like there has to be something lacking. No? We cannot, by the way, give up any fundamental desires. So even if we are looking at it, it's just going to become more pure. Only the non-essential part of it will fall away. No? Like we have to open the packet, no? To get it activated. So we are just opening the packet of that desire, no? Fundamental desire. If there was nothing in that packet, then obviously we will know that there was just the packet, just the illusion of a desire. There was no desire, maybe. But if there is something in it, let's live it right now. So what is that we really want in the name of enlightenment, awakening, freedom, joy, bliss? What exactly we are trying to achieve? No, we are living this right now, no? In this, you can call it guiding or exploration, no? Like this. Because any desire has to come from a sense of lack. When there is no sense of lack, there cannot be any desire, no? And sometimes it is possible that we have never actually come to the state of being where there is no sense of lack. No, consciously in this life, maybe we have not come yet to that state of being where there is no sense of lack absolutely at all. But right now we can actually. Because maybe all of our desires, meaning maybe our fundamental desire, deepest desire, is also not our desire maybe. So this is what we are saying. Let us confirm, let us come to the deepest desire first, like one desire only. What is my desire? What I am trying to achieve in spirituality, no? What I am trying to achieve in spirituality, fundamentally. What I am trying to remove from me. What is my deepest desire? And through that we are also sensing and consciously knowing that is it my desire? Is it really my desire? Like is it one with me? My desire has to be one with me, no? It cannot be separated from me, no? If it is separated, it is not my desire, no? It is a desire present in me, but it is not a desire I have. It's not my desire, no? Let us live and feel this difference right now also. And there is no place here to reject anything or project anything on it. Very simple and very bold about it. Like, yes, I have desire, I have a sense of lack, or anything like this. Totally fine. But not settling here very quickly that, okay, this is the sense of lack and that's why. No, now we are going to live. What exactly is missing in my being? For which I want liberation, from which I want freedom, for which I want awakening or enlightenment. Obviously, it must be clear to all of you that we are not talking about the state of energies of body-mind right now. They are going to be in a progressive state at any point of time, and they can be improved. We are talking about ourself who is living in this body-mind, in this progressing aspect. Let me say again, this is the most indirect, direct way of awakening right now. This is the most indirect, direct way of awakening. Indirect in the sense that we are using our deepest desire as a mirror to see who we are, or what we are, or what we want, which is going to lead us to complete freedom into what we are truly. In this moment when we are walking together, exploring together this deepest desire, no, there is no. We are not. We are not keeping the spiritual journey or spiritual efforts or spiritual progress here at all. All of that is out of the picture right now. And if it is not, let us make sure that it is out of the picture right now. We are not talking about the method. We are talking about the desire. We are not talking about how to achieve this desire right now. We are talking about what is this desire. So please make sure to withdraw yourself from the methods that we have experienced so far, we have used so far to achieve the deepest desire. And also let us put aside the achievements through those methods also. I am able to sense that some of you are not finding anything like deepest desire. No need to feel confused. Because in the purity of our being, there is no desire. There is just a sense of existence, pure joy. Pure joy like pure aliveness, like excitement of being alive, excitement of existing. No? This is that experience, similar to this is the experience of ourselves. And no desire. So it is totally fine to feel like this. But this looking deeply into our heart, into our being, for any desire if we have, is going to remove some kind of shadow of that desire, which when lived in the core of the being works like a center, and it confuses us a lot. We keep buying the ideas of the mind. We keep walking on those paths which are not going to give us anything. You are the You are the being, you are the soul. You can achieve anything you want in this life. But only when you know clearly that you want it, that you are desiring it. Not the shadow, not your shadow desiring it, no? And even if your shadow desiring and achieving, you cannot feel fulfilled after the desire is fulfilled. That's why we are not feeling fulfilled after any and every desire, including even the desire of discovering who we are, including the desire of recognizing who we are. We are not feeling fulfilled because we are not asking ourselves, what do I want out of awakening, out of enlightenment? Maybe you don't want anything. Maybe you don't have any desire at all. So here, beloved, where we are now, I'm clearly feeling that not some now, many of you are in this perfect state of being, where you are conscious, meaning you are consciously knowing that none of the desires are my desires. And there's a natural sense of joy here. So this conscious is the chit part, joy is the anand part. And just let us stay in this very moment together so that we can live the sat part also, the truth part of who we are. Our progressive aspect, called the individual consciousness or body mind, cannot know this truth who we are. Only we can. So this truth cannot be known by thinking about it or trying to feel it. No, it can be known by you when you are living yourself, like we are living ourselves right now. Truly remaining within ourselves in the purity of our own being and knowing it right now. Because once it has become clear in your consciousness, in your chitta, that I do not have any of my desires, none of the desires are my desires, then there is no connection or involvement possible with the mind now, with the moving thoughts and feelings now, because they are only a means to achieve some desire. When no desire, there is no interest or no need for attending any thoughts or any feelings. The freedom from thoughts and feelings has happened now, without any war, without any fight. The freedom from mind happened without any war, without any fight. Once it became clear to you in your chit, in your consciousness, now living the joy and living who we are, the sat part of it. No? We are a desireless being now. Only the desireless being can stay in itself without effort. We don't need effort now to stay in ourselves or stay as ourselves. Our effort was necessary to detach ourselves from any and every desire which is not ours fundamentally. Now that we are free from even the deepest desires, no effort is required to stay as ourselves. As we are not attending any desire, we do not need any effort to be free from corresponding thoughts and feelings or connected thoughts and feelings. All of the thoughts and feelings inside us, unknowingly or knowingly, consciously or unconsciously, serving some desire or trying to serve some desire. When you, the desireless being, present in this body mind, this is first time we are awake to who we are, as who we are, what we are. So, beloved, awakening is not only freedom from the projected goal called enlightenment or awakening, but also it is freedom from the deepest desire which feels like my desire. And that is being yourself. So awakening is just being yourself, free from every desire. So this desireless being is the free being. This is liberated being. You are a liberated being when you are free from desire. So liberation is basically liberation from the desire which is not ours, just not known by us clearly. Let us live and rejoice in our good fortune of being who we are without any effort. No effort of trying to know, trying to see, or trying to be ourselves. Just remaining as ourselves, because with the desire goes the effort also. No desire, no effort. Just the pure being. Thank you for joining, beloveds. Uh, the individual consciousness in which we are living, we the pure being living, no? This individual consciousness is capable of different heights and depths, no? And based on our interest and the present state, we will be able to achieve that height within this consciousness. But our attachment to it or our identification with it will not let us live who we are. Actually, we can live both. Let us achieve as much height of this consciousness as we want. But also let us live the truth of who we are. We are this pure being who is naturally and always free. We just need to live the truth of who we are, and we do not need to do anything else to remain free. This house of consciousness, which has 7 stories, is just an empty house. It is not imprisoning us into it. Our self-ignorance is the root cause of our imprisonment into it. And this house of 7 stories of consciousness also is an amazing mirror in which we can see our true face. Our desires stir up the consciousness of every level, and then the mirror of consciousness is not clear. Sit in the desirelessness of your own being, beloved, as much as possible. You will not need to turn your face towards consciousness to see your true face. Absolutely no effort is required, I feel. No? Just to live as the pure being that you are, and everything has been achieved by you in the direction of the non-progressing being that you are. And in the direction of progressing being, you will have enough wisdom. In the direction of this progressing aspect, you will have enough wisdom. What you want to do and how much and when. We need this internal wisdom of the being, even to progress well. So thank you. Anybody can talk to me also if you feel.
Namaste ji. Ji, thank you so much for this beautiful guiding. I realize that this is very amazing to feel this, because there was a misunderstanding of this desire that I want to be integrated, I should be integrated. And then I look into it and I look why. Then I felt like because I'm everywhere. And then I looking into it, and then I found that how can I be like everywhere? Am I checking myself or this? Then you said that you need to check whether you are having this desire, or and you have this desire or this desire in front. And then I found this is not me. This is in front of me. I'm not having this desire. So I'm not disintegrated. So then I'm looking in front of me. This. So this is not me having this desire. And I let it go.
Yeah. Any one of you, if can find your true desire, I am all there. I have all the time for you to help you in achieving that. But it is good that you found that that's not my desire. And did you find that you have some other desire deeper than that or truer than that?
I couldn't find.
Meaning, so then it means, did you enjoy living in your desirelessness?
Yes, ji. There was not so much like joy, but it was so calm and so relaxed and so being here. That's it.
So I want to highlight here something important. I hope it will it will help somebody else also, that we have been so busy in trying to achieve the desire or desires which are not ours, that as if we have kind of not been living in our true state for a long time. No? By seeing clearly in our fundamental consciousness that, hey, this fundamental desire is not my desire. We will relax now and we will come back to our natural state. We will means like this consciousness and ourself together, this combination is going to relax more. So right now feeling calm is good enough. But many times because of the memory in the central mind, that calm means I have to start working on some project now. Let us not make this mistake. Let us remain in this calmness. I can say this based on my experience, that as if the whole of the existence will start pouring onto you. The joy, the beauty, the truth of whole of the existence will start pouring onto you. You will not be a drop falling into the ocean. The ocean will start falling onto you. And you will not have to search where is ocean. It is everywhere. Ocean is everywhere, by the way, in every direction. So we cannot say that, oh, I was in my true state, but in the wrong direction. Every direction is direction of that source only. Inside, outside, left, right. Daso disha bolte na, all the 10 directions. So I hope that you don't, because calm means like we are used to of very high intensity experiences of body mind, which are not permanent at all. No? Like, let us think about it right now, Prajot. Have we experienced anything so far which does not have any side effects, in the sense that which does not require another experience to neutralize it? Have we experienced anything which does not require the opposite experience to neutralize it? Body, mind, the energy experiences are like this. They will always require another experience to neutralize it. Then that will introduce another need to neutralize that experience also. And this is how the opposite experiences play. But by experiencing this calmness that you are, there will be no need to neutralize it. It will just grow more if it is given value. Because it is not an experience happening in this realm where opposites are neutralizing each other. Because if the experience that we have, any experience, is not neutralized, our body will stop functioning actually, body mind. No? Because that cannot handle that much experiencing or that type of flow of energy. No? So that is being done very silently inside us continuously. What we call experiencing is just a little bit remaining of that after neutralizing by the opposite. No? Opposite immediately comes after the experience, immediately. It is the way of existence, no? How things are. No? But this calmness is not, does not have any opposite. And do not seek any opposite in the mind body now. No? Let us give highest respect to it, highest value to it. And you will know what bliss is. You know, bliss, we can know bliss, like as if some kind of ground will break from within, like a stream of joy will break from your own heart. And it will open, then it will not close ever. It will never close, it will just become wider and wider. No? Thank you. It's very good, I think. Thank you. Just out of joy, I'm sharing this. It is true what I'm sharing. But if any confusion, feel free to talk also. Don't just believe what I'm sharing.
Till now there is no confusion, but if anything happens or still, I'll bring it in your light so that.
Yeah, then we can talk. Yeah.
Ji. Thank you so much. Thank you. Ji.
Thank you. Very, very nice. Anna, you want to talk?
Namaste, Rajee.
Namaste.
Um, so it is clear that when we are one, then there is no desires. But I'm not that far yet to see the desire that I now in this what we were doing just now in this meditation, that I see it separate from me. I know where it's coming from. I can understand why it's there, but I still don't see it as separate as me, separate from me. It is. I can say it. It's probably something that I'm also like sometimes avoiding to touch because it is not very highly spiritual desire. So it is basically it's to be wanted, to be accepted as I am, and with all the flaws, and just as a being, as I would be if I'm not trying too hard. And I understand why I have it, why it's there, but it's I'm either in peace and in harmony and living the truth, or this desire. So, and usually in meditation and when I'm sitting quietly and in the satsang and so on, it's of course I'm in the higher, better self, and usually in the world it's it just comes. It's like it's so deeply imprinted that it's hard to separate somehow. So
Yeah.
thank you.
Yes. But it is already very good that you are able to see this, that this is not my desire really. It is the desire felt like my desire when I am not living in my pure state of being, no? When I'm not living in my higher self state, which is the non-progressing self, no? When I'm living in that, then there is nothing lacking, no? This is already very good. What is going to happen, I can just share with you that there is an internal reality of it. Normally, at this point, you might be looking, based on what you said, I'm guessing that you might be thinking that I have to do something about it directly. No, you don't need to. You don't need to do anything about it directly. There's an internal path towards it. That internal path is so simple really, and it is so joyous also, by the way. There is no hard work required for this pure non-progressing self that you are. This non-progressing self that you are, in which we were living also in this guiding, there is no hard work required. Just as if nature opens the petals of a flower, this will open up so naturally. And this same thing, the desire to be accepted as who I am, will flower into something which it is similar to what it was and also very different than what it was. Like much more holistic, much more real, actual, factual, and totally free from that struggle and pain. Like it is going to highlight at some point, but internally. Don't keep this in your mind what I'm sharing. Internally, at some point, it will become clear to you, the non-progressing self, that I am not accepting my progressing self as it is. I am not accepting my progressing aspect as completely as it is. First, I have to accept it. And then, once I accept it, there is no other acceptance required from anywhere else. Absolutely no acceptance required from anybody else. Once you, the non-progressing self, accepts your progressing aspect as it is right now. And it is going to progress tomorrow, but right now it is like this. The struggle has ended that day for you completely. So this is that internal route where it is going to happen. But the path is through living into your non-progressing self more, not working on the progressing aspect for this particular thing. Because this is something connected to you, not to the progressing aspect. You, the non-progressing aspect, trying to achieve something through the progressing aspect, but not knowing clearly what. And that's why not knowing how. Once it will become clear to you what, it will become clear to you how. Meaning it will just start happening. The non-progressing, non-changing self that we are does not need to do anything to achieve any of its desires. The clarity of the desire is fulfillment begins immediately, without absolutely any effort. So it is not that the progressing aspect is giving you hard time, that's why you are not able to achieve. No, you are giving it wrong signals, because you are not knowing clearly what you want to achieve through this desire. No? As soon as you will become crystal clear about it, you will give the right message and it will be achieved. Thank you. I just felt like sharing a little bit this.
Thank you. Yes, it's probably also just hiding from having such a low earthly
Yes.
desire and not
Yes.
not really admitting that it's there.
I can totally correlate with what you are saying, because we get into sort of a spiritual mind after certain recognitions, and mind is where we feel that I am something higher, and it has truth also. So there is a truth in it that I'm something higher than body and body's desires, mind and mind's desire. But that truth is not the way we are perceiving right now, because we are seeing still our body mind separate from us. Now it is time to drop that misunderstanding now. Before, when we are living as the body mind without knowing ourselves, that time it is a need to know ourselves separate from the body mind. And once we have started living the pure being that we are, now it is time to resolve what is body mind in relation to myself. And finding that actually there is no body mind separate from myself. I am the body mind. I am the progressing aspect also. Then its desires are basically my desires only, no? So that is a little bit of a thing to be understood. If we can be more simple, like less spiritual in this case, like more simple. Not sleeping and attending all the desires of the progressing aspect, no. But not also not being judgmental about it. If we are judgmental about our desires present or thought, any thought and feeling present inside us, there is something not okay about it. In the sense that we are not looking at it from the purity of our own being. We are still looking at it from some kind of conditioning, even if very subtle, some kind of misunderstanding, even if very subtle. We'll know that. Thank you. The key is to live the purity of our own being more. This is the key. And let us give up the idea of trying to give up things. There are no things that have to be given up. If you want to taste something, you the pure being want to taste something, you will. And if you don't want to, you will not. Thank you. Thank you. Diva, you want to talk?
Namaste, Rajee.
Namaste.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
You're able to hear?
Yes.
I am very grateful for this. For a long time, I really feel like saying, Rajee, I love you. What you are sharing, it's so beautiful. There are so many things that had division in me, and I often was debating between whether I'm spiritual, whether my desire is right, or am I completely off the bat and I don't want to get into this business of awakening and all this? No, because I have these desires. And towards in your talk with Anna, the way you clarified it and threw light on it, that it is your own desire, nothing separate from you. I saw that and I'm like, and it is really beautiful. Seeing that from the perspective of your true being, and that actually changes the whole, the understanding of, and the disturbances that come out of being spiritual or being non-spiritual, or just because that was a constant rift inside me that should I be here on this road, on this path, or should I just give it up because there are desires?
Yes. Understand.
With you, and it really helps. This conversation really helped. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Very, very nice. In the direction of awakening, change of the perspective is most valuable. No, because of the wrong perspective we have towards our own body, mind, life, and everything. Many things which are present inside us are we are clinging onto them too much, and many things which are present we are trying to run away from them too much also. No, by having a right perspective towards it, we are not going to let wrong things continue happening inside us. But we are not in a hurry about it also now. We are more calm that let me actually see, that what is what. No? And this whole thing, by the way, is achieved by coming to the desireless being that we are, pure being that we are, from where we are not trying to run away anywhere. We are just present, we are just existing. No? So learning to just live in the purity of our own being, we are also gaining this calm look towards everything, which is very realistic. This is that eye of is-ness, no? Or eye which is needed for is-ness to be seen. No? What is is-ness? Is your body there? Yes, it is. So then this is also is-ness, no? Part of is-ness or not? Is there a thought moving inside you? Me? Yes, it is. Okay, so this is also part of is-ness or not? Is-ness basically is the view seen by the calm being which is, no? In one sense, which it is not also. No? And we will know that truth of I am and I am not. Thank you. It's good to be able to see like this. No? Yeah. Some report of this guiding also will be very good, like this, no? Like all of you are giving. Which kind of gives me a feedback that are we together moving in the right direction or not? No? Like
Just report of this guiding. I was just not finding any desire, but slowly I am feeling like fear start coming on surface, on losing this joy.
meaning fear of losing joy. Are you
Fear
saying?
of losing joy, I just feeling that. And it's feeling very strongly, so that's why it's better to come in front of you to
Yeah.
see what is this.
Let me ask you some questions, and it will become clear up to some degree. That would you like to have this joy at the cost of not knowing from where it is coming, not having any control on it, like it can come or it can be taken away by you don't know whom or what? Would you like to live in this version of joy, or you would like to live in another version where you may not have this joy as strongly as you have right now? Maybe it will be more diluted or subtle version of the joy, like calmness, Prajot was reporting, but you will be crystal clear from where it is coming. Which version you choose right now? Check and answer to me.
See, I choosing second version. There is calmness and not joy, like loud or like. Yeah.
Yes. So if you choose that, then you don't need to worry about it. Then let there be a fear of losing this joy. Then this fear is a very, very, very important pointer happening in you. Like your pure being is trying to show you something. No, you, the individual consciousness, can see now in this mirror of this sense of fear of losing joy. No, it is trying to show you some higher truth, higher than this joy. No. So try to see that right now. Do not run away from this fear. Is it fine? Can we do like this? Do not run away from this fear. Like you already said that I'm ready now. Even if I lose this fear, lose this joy right now, I want to see the truth of it. Everybody does experience joy in life, more or less, little bit, sometime more. No, but mostly we don't know from where it is coming and how it happens. Some beings choose truth. I want to know the truth of it. They have it forever now. Now nobody can take away the joy because they know that mechanism. They know that internal process. No. So let go of this. Let this joy disappear if it disappears. This is not permanent joy anyway. Then no. Neither the pure being that we are, nor the pure joy that we experience in it can be feared or can be afraid of any fear. No? So what is pure awakening? Let us live right now. What is pure, true awakening? Is the understanding that myself cannot be separated from myself, and everything else is anyway different from myself, even if totally mixed in the moment. The energies of body, mind, and experiences produced by them. No? So come to this pure awakening right now. come to this true awakening right now. Yeah? Like what cannot be separated from you, only live in that only right now. And I guarantee you that you will find this pure joy here. In such abundance, like an ocean, not like just like a drop. You can not only drink, you can float in it. No? Take a bath and everything. So are you able to follow what I'm saying?
I did not really. I,
You are not able to follow me. What part of what I shared you were not able to follow? Give me some specific part, report then.
see, I'm not able to see this like what is remaining, or I feel I'm only one, like nothing is separate, or like it's not seeing two things like.
No, that is fine. But what about the joy? What about the fear about joy? What happened about it? Because we are exploring that or not? So what about that? Let us look at it in some way so that it become clear that whether we have, like whether you have become clear or not, no? More than you were before. So give me some report in this context.
Still I am feeling this fear. Still I have fear.
So feeling fear means what? What exactly is feeling fear? Feeling fear could be like a fever, somebody is feeling fever. Is it like this? Like some kind of heat is there, some kind of feeling is there. Is it like this? Or are you afraid? There has to be a difference or not? Are you afraid, or there is a feeling which looks like similar to fear? And are you certain it is fear?
There's a feeling of fear.
Feeling of fear. What is the feeling of fear? Like, can we look right now? Can we live this right now together? Would you like to? Because I know it's not such a simple thing. So live this right now and report to me. That fear means what? What is fear?
Some vibration.
Some vibration. But why you are
that,
calling it fear?
that is not giving me pleasant experience. It is giving me like some fearful experience.
Again, what do you mean by fearful? Can you define to me, at least in the concept, that what is fear for you? Because I am not able to correlate with the concept fear. So can you help me live the fear that you are living right now, so that I can live with you and see what it is? I want to taste this fear that you are feeling. Can you help me taste this fear also in some way? At least either explain in words.
Yeah, I'm trying to explain.
Because at the time when you are feeling fear, I know it is so difficult to explain things. So I totally understand that. But through this, what I'm trying to do is that I'm trying to bring your own light of awareness here, so that you can yourself see what it is. No? So see this clearly, please.
This vibration is like losing something, like maybe I lose something, then because of that
Don't
my
rationalize. Do not go in details of it. Just explain what it is. Like when you, let's say, you touch this wall. Okay, touch this wall right now. How does it feel? Warm or hot? On warm side, but not definitively warm. So you could explain like this, explain to me what is fear that you are feeling right now. You are trying to explain in the details of it based on the past knowledge about it. I'm not talking about the past fears, I'm talking about this particular fear. Don't explain to me the definition of what is fear, but give me the real report of what it feels like to you right now. Meaning, let me give you one clue, that either this fear has to be here right now, or it will not be, right? And you are saying it is here right now. If something is here right now, it can be seen, perceived, no, experienced by you. Some yes or no? So simply see or perceive, experience it, and report to me the taste of it. No, as simple as this or no? And during this time, obviously, you are not full of fear. Yes.
I can say like with touching this wall experience, so I'm just that clear me little, give me some clear vision, like, so I am feeling some vibration, and that vibration is more like I'm moving more.
This
Not
can be, this I
like,
understand.
like calm vibration, or like that
Now I
I
understand.
compare.
It's like a disturbing vibration in a
Disturbing
way. No?
vibration.
So this is a vibration. The sense of fear inside is a vibration, like any other vibration. But the other vibrations are more calm vibrations. No, like more pleasant vibration. Yes. And this one is more like disturbing vibration. It's kind of disturbing me in some way. Yeah. Can you allow this vibration to be lived by you right now, while you do not get sucked into it, in the sense that don't be involved with it, because this vibration also somehow affects in some way our wisdom in some way, in the sense that when we get too attached to it or too close to it, then we start imagining many things which are not existing anywhere. So remain in the pure vibration of yourself, which is I am, I exist. And because I exist, that's why I am aware of something which exists inside me. Be clear about this part, and then, is it possible? Can we do like this? So do like this right now. Be crystal clear about I am, I exist right now. Yes or no? And don't let it be an intellectual understanding, an experience of myself existing here. No. Not thinking about myself, experiencing myself being here. No. This is what is I am. I am here because I am experiencing myself, my existence. No. I don't need any other channel to know that I am. No. I don't need any other channel of thinking or imagination to know that I am. Yes? So have you come to this now? Now no need to have a hesitation about experiencing this fear now. Remain in this truth, in this knowledge of yourself, which you are having through experiencing yourself. Yes? Be clear about it. This part if you miss, then you will not feel stable and joyful vibration of yourself while experiencing this disturbing vibration. No? Not that you have to experience it, you just have to stop suppressing it. That's all I'm saying. We are trying to suppress it in some way. We are not letting it be be released. Because as soon as it is allowed, it will disappear. Any vibration which is not pleasant inside us can live in us in one of the two ways only. No? Either we are suppressing it, not letting it be released, or we are involved with it when it is being released. No? Then we are giving it like a new life, like an invitation that will continue living. No? So do not do any of these two things. Let your existence become an anchor to acknowledge that there is something I am feeling right now. I am feeling a vibration. It is a vibration. It is not vibration of fear. Let us cut off this connection. This is a psychological connection. And we experience psychological fears. Sometimes biological also. Otherwise, other than the psychological, physical fear, there is no actual fear actually. No? But there could be a vibration that you are feeling. No? So feel the vibration. Let us stop calling it fear now. Yes or no? Do you agree or not?
Yes, yeah, I agree on that.
Meaning, let us stop imposing some experience on it. Let us actually experience it, what it is. In the purity of disturbing. This is a disturbing vibration. What is a disturbing vibration? And who it is disturbing? Is it disturbing you? Who is existing in its purity, in its pure vibration of joy? I am is the purest vibration, which cannot be disturbed by any other vibration present in it. No? Purest vibration means subtlemost vibration also. Subtle vibration cannot be disturbed by gross vibration. We have a big misunderstanding. Light vibration can be disturbed by strong vibration, but subtle vibration cannot be disturbed by gross vibration. Please try to understand this. Very lightweightly we are feeling I am. Light means it's not a strong experience. Then some strong vibration can overlap it, no? But if we are very strongly feeling the subtlety of our own vibration, of own existence, then even the strongest experience or vibration present inside us, created by any movement of life, no? And giving us the impression that this is so and so, cannot disturb us. No? Do you see what I am saying? So both are fact. Your vibration, subtlemost, fact. This vibration, gross and disturbing, also fact. Let us see how it is disturbing you. Is it disturbing you?
Ji, no. Now I'm not feeling.
So what is the difference between then and now? This is important to understand so that you can take away this understanding with you and it can be useful for you for the other times, for other type of feelings also. No?
See, now I'm not attached with this vibration. That's the thing.
Yes. So there is something called attachment that happens. We cannot really fully understand what is attachment, but for general purpose, we can, for our reference, we can understand just generally that attachment is what happens when we are not living in the pure vibration of ourselves. You know. So attachment is a side effect of not living in our purity of being. No? So the answer to that would be living in the purity of our own being. No? Like attachment becomes like a need of the being that time. No? When we are not living, like you the being need to live something, let's say. That is the need. If you are not filled, if your sensitivity, if your consciousness is not filled by your own vibration, the taste of your own vibration, it has to be filled by something else. And that is where the attachment happens. No? Yeah. So I think it's good.
Yeah. I just noticed one more thing. It's attachment not with fear, it attachment like psychological, like a sympathy, or if I have fear, then feel some sympathy, or this kind of emotional also I, so that's why I attach with this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. See, the 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 progressing aspect of ourself has different layers. No, one is psychology also, one is emotionality also, one is physicality also. No, one is deeper feelings also, subtler feelings also. Combined together, they form a sense of opinion. They form a sense of outlook also. No? But when we are not having our own outlook, when we are not looking at it through our own wisdom or purity of our own seeing, no? That time we depend on the opinion of the body mind, of the mind. The opinion of the body mind is not working by itself, like somebody is shouting, hey, it is fear, hey, it is fear, hey, it is... No, there is somebody listening to it also. That is you, who listens and believes to it. No? When you will stop believing in it, this shouting will stop happening more and more. This is the biggest misunderstanding, that what is happening inside me is like out of control or done by somebody else or something else. No, not really. As we will stop attending what is happening inside us, it will stop happening also. Just for the reference, we living in this body, we the pure being living in this body is possible only through a subtle attachment to it. That the day that attachment ends, the body will fall and we will merge into the pure being, the source. No? So nothing exists without our support of the pure being that we are. We cannot exist in the body even. No? What to say of anything present in the body mind. So, just for reference, we don't need to really go in details of these things. Let's keep things simple.
Gee, it is really eyes opening. I can say this, whatever happened, experience happened, it's give me more like I will be more strong that way, because
Yeah.
I feel weak that point.
Yes,
so
yes.
that's why this caught me in
Yeah.
this vibrations. Yeah.
Your weakness became the strongness of that experience. Not that experience was strong by itself. No. Meaning that poor experience, poor vibration did not even know that it was bothering you so much. No. Try to have a look. Like this is the perspective we have to have up to some degree. That these energies are not bothering us. They don't have a mind that, okay, let me find out where is Prachi today in her joyful state and let me disturb it. It's not like this. They were happening before also. But that time you were in the purity of your being, unaffected by them. And these energies are going to continue flowing inside us for quite some time. Until either we balance them in some way consciously, what I call holistic stretching for holistic health, or our own wisdom will correct something. Here also. But we will not be affected as long as we are living in the purity of our own being. But does not mean that they are not there. But they don't feel so strong, or they don't feel like a fear happening to me. No. I think it is good to understand this. Thank you. It was a very potent discussion. Very, very good. Thank you. And it was very alive also, not just discussion. No? Like really we lived this simple but most fundamental experience, fear, no? Where we feel the weakest actually, in a way. No? So it has something in it. There is no doubt about it. That this vibration has some kind of special pull. It is able to pull us out of our natural state. So we have to be more alert. Like generally things don't happen suddenly. This is also something to be understood. Even the most strong vibration of fear will begin very gently first. And if we can be alert that time. You know. One thing I want to say with all the love in my heart to all of you, that what is the drug for the being that we are? Joy of our own being is not the drug. It is the eye opener. It is the water. It is the amrit we can use to open our eyes, to clean our eyes. No, it is not the drug. The drug is happiness. Happiness is the drug in which we get drugged, and we don't notice that when we got slided into it, and then we became weak. If we continue living in the joy of our own being, we will become more joyful and more strong also at the same time against anything that is happening inside us. Because now we are not dependent on what is happening for joy. Happiness means dependency on what is happening for joy. No? Now our dependency is on who we are, the experiencer, not the experience. No? So this is something, beloved, I wanted to say to all of you with all the love in my heart. That try to see this, please. Kabir says like this, such fundamental thing Kabir has said, no? दुख में सुमिरन सब करें, सुख में करे न कोई, जो सुख में सुमिरन करे तो दुख काहे को होए. Everybody remembers truth and or God in unhappiness, in suffering. Nobody remembers God or truth in happiness. And if we can remember God or truth in happiness, why in the first place unhappiness will happen? Try to connect these dots here, right? Just here, because this is what we just now lived, Rajee. Meaning, if you do not forget yourself when happy, then unhappiness will not come. Meaning that change will still happen from happy to unhappy, which is not really unhappy. No? Happy and unhappy is a declaration. It is not an experience. No? The actual experience is change of energy happening inside us, no, continuously, but which is neither producing happiness nor unhappiness. It is just that the experiencer of it declares that I am happy right now, the way things are happening, or no, I am not happy right now. So this is what we are calling happiness or unhappiness, or not. Maybe we just don't notice it so consciously. No? You are the bliss itself. You are the bliss itself. And you can continue saying that, I am happy with my energy now, I am unhappy with my energy, when you are living in the bliss of your own being. But that's not going to make any difference to you. Because bliss is very different thing. Happiness and unhappiness are like a experience of that same bliss that we have, while our preferences are, fulfilled in some way in life. No? Still we experience the same bliss only, nothing else. There is nothing else we can experience in the name of joy or happiness. No? But this time, when we are experiencing our own bliss, it is boundless. It is without any conditions or beyond any preferences. No preferences need to meet in our life for us to experience it. No? Before anything and after anything. No? And in the middle also. It is true. That's why the flow of life, the progressing aspect becomes sort of we become a bit playful towards it now. And when we are playful, we progress much better, by the way. No? Or not? If you, the changeless, has interest in progressing your, improving upon your progressing aspect, do you think anything can stop you from it? And why would you not do that? No. Because it is useless. Yeah, but if you feel you want to progress because you want to experience through it, it's going to be fine, no? But it's not that I have to suffer in order to improve my progressing aspect. No, you don't have to suffer. You can be blissfully present in your being, no? This is the point. Like both the aspects can coexist, and by the way, they do coexist, regardless of whether our eyes are open towards this fact or not. Right now, right this very moment, every one of us is that changeless, non-progressing being, and having this changeful, progressing aspect. This progress is individual and collective at the same time. Individual being dualistic, collective being non-dual in a way. No. So this is what is duality and non-duality, and beyond that we are the changeless. No? Yeah. So dualistic is not really 100% dualistic. We cannot have all the control. We cannot. We don't have. We are not. We don't have a free will in this way. And yet there is a place we have collectively also. No. It will be seen. We don't need to go in details of it right now. But just again for reference only. Thank you. Thank you. Very, very good. In this whole process, Prachi, you did not really achieve anything in the sense that we think, but you achieved the highest. You achieved the knowledge. No, knowledge. True knowledge. No? True knowledge liberates actually. There is just one thing that can liberate us, that is true knowledge. Just one thing. And just sitting in ourselves, experiencing our own being, the bliss, the joy of it, can become a very natural way of falling back into our true being, from where our wisdom, true wisdom wakes up and true knowledge begins. True knowledge is so effortless, so effortless. There is no burden of it anywhere in us for that, and it is supremely rewarding. It liberates us. Like nothing changed in you in one sense, and everything changed. This is the power of that true light. No, this is the power. I'm just excited to share the beauty of this. Thank you. Manu, you want to talk?
I want to report about this meditation guide. It was for me like first there was no desire, and then I found some deep desire, like to be true self, truly, and then it was like there is no need to desire this. I'm living this right now.
Yeah. This
It
is
was
very
like,
good. No? Because desire means something that is not available right now. No? The true self is available to be lived right now. The true self is available to be right now. No? Then why to desire to be the true self? No? Like desire basically means taking some time for it. Like, if something is immediately available, possible, then why we would desire that? No? The changeful aspect, no, our progressing aspect will require time, and so for that having desires makes total sense. No? But in that towards who we are beyond it, desire is fine, but time taken to achieve the desire, I think, is not okay. No? Because whole of ourselves with the full glory and the purity and beauty present all the time, and we are this. this pure being, no? All the time. So here comes the desire and it is fulfilled immediately. No? Sometimes we might be thinking about the desire. Then we will have to move from thinking to maybe how to achieve the desire, more thinking, purer thinking, and then at some point, oh, I think this desire cannot be fulfilled in this way, finding some other way, the way of the feeling, let me feel myself. Then again realizing that no, it cannot be achieved through this also. But ultimately coming back to who we are. And then finding that, hey, like if there is an effort required, there is time required, no? But if there is no effort required to be yourself, mainly because you are already yourself, isn't it? So in the name of trying to become ourselves, trying to live as ourselves, there is a possibility that we are making a mistake of trying to become ourselves in a way. No, become ourselves means like trying to carrying some misunderstanding, some image about ourselves that when I live, I become like this. That is my true self. No, you are your true self regardless of how it feels right now. Sometimes it feels like totally empty, like nothing there. Are you there or not? I cannot say. You already said, but you know, when you spoke, you are there or not? And sometimes it is so full of light and beauty and everything. But at all this while, it is the true self, no? Because who is going to decide? Who will decide that it is true self or not? The mind? Or you? No? Obviously, you will decide. So the true knowledge of the true self is very internal. Thank you, Manu. I think it's very, very good report. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Gee, I also want to report the guiding. I don't find any desire inside. Then I sense so strongly of the pure beings. Then touched by the joy, and so much this time. Even till now, I still feel that the joy in mind, in the heart, in the belly, just still so strongly. Like this.
Oh, yes, yes. It is very, this joy of our being is divine fire in one sense. It's very fiery. It's not like, okay, oh yeah, I'm feeling joy. And then the fear came. What fear? This is pure light. Joy is pure light of being. Darkness cannot enter here, through which we experience or when we experience fear. No? Darkness cannot enter here. No? This is pure light. This is not the light of the mind like shadows and light. This is pure light, no shadow. There are no shadow here. In the shadows only fear is experienced. No? There cannot be any shadow here. No? This is such a 360-degree light where no shadow happens, you know. So this is what it means to be self-illuminated. Self-illuminated means no shadows anywhere, no? As long as there is a shadow, confusion, no? No confusion here. It's very, very good, no? One light also. This is also important, one light, not many lights, just one light.
You know, I one sense like so much like 3 into 1, very strongly like that. And when you said about the ocean of joy, and then suddenly I feel, yes, it is, yes, it is.
Generally, we are using the mind's knowledge, body-mind experience. No? That is our wisdom when we are looking at it. The way of recognizing or really evaluating the amount of joy present in our own being has to be the way of the being also. Until then, it looks like, oh, yeah, it is kind of nice. No, just take a dip in it and then come out of it. Then tell me. If we can take a dip in this pure being and come out of it, our, you know, wisdom of the individual self is washed away for a moment. Our own wisdom has woken up here, no, of the being. Then have a look. Hey, it's pure ocean. It's not just a small thing, you know. Yes. It's very good. It's just about living in the purity of it. You know, living in the purity of our own joy of being. And if we want to know what it is and how much it is, live it from within the purity of it only, not from the mind. It is a little bit like this, that for our mind, when we look at the ocean, even if we are very close to ocean right now, yeah, ocean is one thing, beach is another, then restaurants, then sky, then clouds, birds. Now take a jump in the ocean. Oh, it's so big. You know, now we are talking from a direct experience. We are not talking about visualization of things, no. So this is what is take a dip in this ocean, even physical ocean, and our language will change. Now it's like the ocean and the beach and everything else. Now everything will become so small because we have come in touch with it. No, this is what we are. The being ourself is the ocean, and we are finding it like a small dot, like a small drop somewhere inside ourselves. Oh yeah, there is a peace. Oh yeah, there is a truth in me. No, everything else of the body mind is just a drop, not even a drop actually. It's a dot, not even a drop. No, it's just a dot, like a dot created by a pencil. No? In comparison to who we are. No? So this kind of is necessary to look at it from the right eyes, from the right wisdom also. Thank you, beloved. Very, very good.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Chi, for your light and love. Thank you.
It is also very important. I just want to mention that you said that we looked into it and I did not find any desire. Even those people who are feeling that I don't really have any desires, even they should look into it deeply. Because in place of a clear desire, a shadow of desire is living inside us. And which is going to keep us engaged with the thoughts and feelings which come. Until then, we will believe that they are my needs, they are my desires. No? Like the mind will be able to sell us many things as if they are important to buy, you know. But once it is the light of our own being comes here, finding ourselves empty of desires, you know. Now we know that any and every thought gives me exactly same thing, meaning nothing. Any and every feeling gives me same thing, meaning nothing. Not that it can give me or not, but I don't want anything in the first place. No. You see what I mean? When we go to the market, there can be so many shops and so many things for the same, so many, you know, places or so many prices for the same thing that we want to buy. No? And they will matter. The detailing of it and everything matter or not. But what if you don't want anything? You're just walking on this flea market on the beach, no? Having a look. Will you not be able to appreciate everything more clearly than before, by the way? Because now we are not bound by some desire to buy something. And will you not be able to see the price of everything? And will be able to see the difference of each much more clearly? We will register everything much more clearly. So that's how we are able to see life and know life much more clearly when we don't have desire. Not that, okay, I don't have any desire. What is what? I don't know. You know. Naturally, we are able to see all of this. No? I think it's very, very good. Thank you. Thank you. Uma, you want to talk?
Raj, it's a report about guiding. I got surprised in a very good manner during guiding. I was searching what is my core desires. I was searching. It was like a peel of onion. I was opening. And inside, nothing was there.
Such a good example, no? This example we heard long time back, that you keep peeling off the onion inside you and then at the core nothing is there. No? But we lived it also today, no? Peeling off the onion. No? Very good, Uma. I'm super happy, like very, very happy to get this report and that accuracy of expression of this report also. Let me say again to all of you, beloved, we all are the soul being. No? We can achieve anything that we want truly as ourselves, as the being. No? But we have to be clear about whether this is my desire or not. No? And this is where things go off balance, that we are entertaining the desire which are not clearly consciously ours. No? And obviously I am addressing you as a being, as a soul, not as a person right now. No? You the soul, not you the person being conscious of your desires. No, being a person is the desire of the soul, unconsciously, obviously. I am talking in this way right now, at this level of overview. So it is absolutely possible to achieve anything in life if we are clear what we want and whether it will be worth or whatever. Like when there is a clear support of the being, no, from within, that yes, I want to achieve this. No? But Uma, is it also not true that when you, the soul, wants to achieve something, to desire something, that you will feel happy when your desire will be fulfilled? Is it also not true that during that time when you will be trying to achieve this desire, you will be also very happy? Is it not true also? But in our desires, we are mostly feeling imprisoned when we are working towards our desires. We are waiting as if as soon as the desire is fulfilled, I will become released from it. Then this cannot be a desire really. It is some misunderstanding. Like as if I have to do it. Not that I want to do it or I'm finding it joyful to do it. No. If it is our desire, we will find it joyful to do something towards it or not. Because it is joy to achieve that desire, but it is also joy to work towards it. No. Like why it will not be like this? Will it not be part of the joy of that desire? You know what I mean? So that is the undividedness of our own being. And if there is a desire like this, from the day we have desire, the joy begins, and it is uninterrupted joy all through, until it is achieved. And that's where it is found by the being that it was just a play I was having with myself. I was joyful all the time. Achievement of the desire made no difference to me. And yet it was found to be valid, necessary maybe in that moment, within that flow or context of life. So I think very good, Uma. Thank you.
Thank you so much for this clarity.
Yes. Very, very good. I feel we can still discuss a little bit more. So somebody else also talk if possible. Yeah, Nishant.
The guiding was very insightful, beloved. maybe I can say something with a little bit of poetic license.
Yeah.
I've heard it mentioned that when a flower appears in a plant, the plant is like so happy that it has happened. Similarly, in some sense, all of us are like an expression of existence, of life itself. And that we are happening makes existence so happy.
So beautiful. So beautiful. And so true. So true. And anything else after that?
Um, it's just that the joy can be felt. Maybe that is the joy that is just felt, that is just there. Yeah, yeah, that's all.
Then I have something else. In this relation, the poem maybe will continue like this. That, and then, when the flower forgets that it is connected to a root, then the suffering begins. Suffering is the responsibility which is not ours. Suffering is the responsibility which we cannot fulfill ever, because we don't have any wisdom towards it. How? How to live life? We don't know how to live life. Life knows how to live life. No? Because merely we are a flower, the tree is trying to blossom. We don't know how to blossom myself. You know? So this is what is falling in the ego. Ego means a misunderstanding, a sleep. Sleep of the flower. Or sleep of the tree, partially, no? Because what is a flower if not the tree at any point of time? There is no flower separate from the tree also. So the awakening is of the tree, but sleep is also of the tree, no? So it is the tree sleeping as a flower, it is the tree waking up from being a separate flower, separate from it, no? Also. Fundamentally, it cannot be something like a problem in existence. It has to be something like which is planned by the source itself, no? Within the will of that uh, the source, isn't it? That's why the question who I am makes so much sense actually. Not that so that I can know who I am only, but also who I am who is suffering. Because if I am the tree, suffering is not possible. If I am the flower, the answer of the suffering is not possible also. The suffering cannot be removed also then. No? Suffering in this case will be that I am separate from the tree now. Either I have to grow my roots now in the soil again, which is a long process and very risky and chances of succeeding are almost zero. Or I just have to wait to die. And I'm trying to survive. You know. So this is the answer to this suffering is not there anyway. That's a poetic answer to what you're saying. I think in every one of us a poet lives, no, in our heart. Searching for the audience, right audience. No? Anybody else would like to let their poet speak?
Can I add just one thing, beloved?
Yeah.
So, so when the flower sees another flower, and there is a, a sense that it is from the same tree. But sometimes, not sometimes, but still recognize that, wow, that is an awesome flower. Yeah. So,
Yeah, it is quite common for the flowers to feel like this.
like right now also, yeah.
Yes, yes. The true knowledge, the direction of true knowledge is towards our own depth of being, which is the we are the flower. So the direction of true knowledge about life, about any other flower also, is within ourselves, towards the roots, our roots. Once we know how we are connected to our roots, we know how other flowers are connected to the roots also, or whether that root is same or not also. But it is experiential knowledge. It is not visual knowledge through the senses and the mind. Through senses and the mind, we can have a sense of it only, really. That's why probably they are called senses. But to truly know that both these flowers are connected to the same root, we have to be certain about it first, that I am connected to the root. And then finding, the veins are going towards that root also. Naturally it is felt, not that we think about it. Like you keep thinking that no, we are separate, and you will not be able to experience that we are separate. No? Meaning that experience produced by the mind will be so lightweight once we are actually experiencing our connection with our root. This is the power of true knowing. No? Like you have to believe a lot to live in duality. Not that you have to believe in non-duality. No? Not that, okay, we are one, we are one. Not like this really. No, let us believe that we are separate, and our experience will tell that we are not. Knowing of who we are includes actually many things also. One of them is this. Knowing that actually roots of all the flowers is same. Hence the respect, hence the love also for everyone. But not for beautiful flowers only. No. No. For the ugliest leaf also. Because there is no ugliness then. No? That leaf is just another manifestation of the same root, isn't it? So it is the beauty is in the root, not in the flower. It just manifested, no? Thank you. I think it's very good. Thank you. Lot of expression happened from this poet. No?
Thank you, Elva. Thank you so much.
Yeah, Karuna, you want to talk?
Hello, Rajee.
Hello.
Your the guiding you offered, it was so potent. I feel like it's very potent, and it was showing the mechanism. I like when you say this word mechanism. I don't know why, but it is something what I'm looking for so hard. This mechanism of how I function like that, and those kind of pointings. I'm not sure if I found any desire or like lack, which is like same, feels like kind of sometimes it feels like desire, sometimes like lack, but just having this intention, like an interest to look into this, it just brings so much depth into looking, and it shows the mechanism how I am myself, or how I'm feeling like not myself. Like all of this is in there. Yeah. So this was beautiful.
Yes, yes. Very good. Very good. You can correlate with it now that we are creating feelings in one sense within ourselves with effort. Without effort, we still feel something. That something is joy. That something is ourself. Now we are not trying to create any feelings. Now we are not trying to do something. It's just okay, flat and simple. And where Prajo said some calmness is felt. Stay here, and then you will see the power of yourself. Power of this, power of this empty experiencing. This is like empty experiencing where you are not like, what we are calling experiencing is like something similar to being a person, but at a deeper level. Person is like a little what we call sympathy. We are trying to show sympathy when we are not feeling it. That time we are trying to, feel sympathy. That goes very deep inside us also. Trying to feel happy, trying to feel peaceful. And what is the guarantee that when we can try to feel happy, we cannot try to feel unhappy also, unknowingly sometime, no? When we are not aware of it, no? Unknowingly sometime. Oh my God, fear. So there is, of course, a energy going through us right now, that time. A gross energy, disturbing energy, totally fine. Disturbing in the sense that it is going to disturb the harmony of the energies of body, mind, yes. But we are adding a lot to this experience by losing our calmness of being. When we are not experiencing anything in the sense that we are not producing any experiences from the core of our own being, then there is no way we cannot experience ourselves. And also, there is no way we can not experience anything passing through us if we want to, if we pay attention to. As it actually is. The whole thing of body-mind is it like a simple equipment, no equipment. Is it equipment or machine, no? Like this. It has its very set ways of producing things. Very, very set. It's very good. I'm very happy to hear this from you. We're going, beloved, in the direction of freedom. If you have achieved something, if you have come to some bondage and you became free from it, you did not become free yet. We have to come to that point where we are finding ourselves creating the bondage and we stop creating it. That's all. Then we choose to remain free. We have to choose to remain free in some sense. No? That is awakening really. It's not like, oh my God, this was the energy knot inside me, the deepest energy knot opened up. Everything is free now. We cannot be free still until we wake up to the truth. I feel this is what you are reporting amounts to that, in that direction of awakening, real awakening. Real awakening does not give us anything in one sense. Rather, it takes away the bondage in some sense. No? And when we are not bound to anything, we are that which we are effortlessly, the true being and the progressing aspect. We will get to know now, okay, day one in my body now as the being. Let's see. Okay. I can move like this. That's very nice. But very beautifully Guruji said, testing your new shoes, no? Something like this, he said, somewhere, when you wake up in the body. No? I think it's very good. Thank you. Thank you, beloved. It was very fruitful meeting together. But still we have some time if anybody want to talk online particularly. It will be nice to discuss or to hear your report also, even if it is poetic. No? Towards the end, it's kind of very poetic environment also right now.
Ji, namaste ji. Just a quick report, ji. That feeling here and calm and the same vibration going on. like a kind of a, and there is a joy, very, can't say subtle, but can't say gross. And a kind of a, and just noticing few minutes before, there is kind of a bit heaviness in the head, feels like sleepy but not sleeping at all. This is also noticed, which I wanted to bring it.
Yeah. See, energetic part, meaning the experiences in the body, can vary based on how flexible our energies are or how rigid, no? Opposite of that. Because waking up to who we are has an impact on energies of body mind also. How prepared our energies are, no? It's an important thing, we don't notice about it, no? So do the holistic stretching more and you will not feel the heaviness in your head, or will feel less. Because either there has to be some problem in the body mind which can be treated outside of spiritual effort, no? Or it has to be connected to the rigidness of the overall state of body mind energy as a whole, no? Which can be addressed through holistic stretching for holistic health. Yeah. I think it's very good then, thank you. Uma, yeah.
Ji, if no one is reporting or saying anything, then I want to request to hear Song of Your Heart in the end. If it is right time.
Actually, at this time, the song of the heart will come from this emptiness of being, no? In which everything is one thing. There are no other beings, there are no other self, there is just one self, one being, one thing. No? Dancing, no? It's just dancing itself. Manifested and unmanifested are not two. Body, mind, thoughts, feelings, and the being are not two. Body, mind, thoughts, feelings are the dance of the dancer that the soul is. No? When the dancer stops dancing, the dance stops by itself. No? It is just that the mind is creating an illusion of time, that I the being is not moving in my being at all, and still thoughts are moving and body is there and breath is continuing. No? The more purely we are knowing ourselves, the more the false knowledge is falling away. And with that goes most of the things which we believe exist in life or in ourselves. They appear to be something else now. No? जब मैं था तब हरि नहीं, अब हरि है मैं नहीं. When I was there, God was not there, Hari was not there. Now Hari is there and I is not found. word, and the self are not two things. They are two experiences of the same thing, depending on the place from where we experience it. From the place of pure being, there is no word, there is only self. From the place of I, there is a word being experienced by this I. No? So more asleep, more divisions experienced. Less asleep, less divisions. More awake, less divisions. Resting in our own being, in our natural state, no divisions. The knower and the known is one thing. The experiencer and the experienced is same. It is about the purity of experiencing. How much confusion can happen here when the experiencer and experienced is same thing? There cannot be any confusion. No? Confusion comes from the believed in knowledge, partial knowledge. There cannot be any confusion when we don't have any partial knowledge or when we are not holding on to it. When we are empty or free from the partial knowledge, our eyes are simple, innocent and pure. Our seeing is true. In this true seeing, there is only one being. And there is pure bliss. The sense of being eternal, the sense of being eternal is naturally here. The experience. No? The experience of being eternal is the experience of timeless from within the time. No? When we are experiencing this timeless from within the time, it is experienced as if it is eternal, because it is. It is not only eternal, it is beyond it also. Beyond eternal also. You know. Thank you, Ma, for inviting. It was very beautiful to live with all of you this. It is not my song, it is our song. We sang together, no? Thank you, beloveds, for joining today. Thank you.